Coming to you from deep inside the bowels of a great big empty. Get ready for another episode of The Home Defense Show with Skip Coryell.
And that was Golden Glenn, the official announcer of the Home Defense Show, and I'm your host, Skip Coryell, author of 22 books, Marine Corps veteran, founder of the Second Amendment March, proud father of 7, grandfather to 20 and counting, and as a special bonus, I'm also madly in love with my own wife. My priorities in life are God, family, and country in that order, and I hereby promise to never compromise in my convictions. I may go broke, but I'll never go woke. And joining me today is my beautiful, lovely wife, my co-host, Sara Coryell.
Hello, it's great to be here with you again today.
Thank you. You know, it's amazing that first paragraph, I still don't have it memorized. You'd think that I could do that, but apparently I'm incapable of doing that.
Well, I think you have it memorized. It's just part of your memory is also the muscle memory of holding the paper in front of you. So
I like holding the paper. I'm a paper kind of a guy
you are.
because I was born in like 1957. You grew up with screens
Not actually, no.
more than I did. They certainly, when you were born, they had computer screens. They had like Commodore 64s and Nintendos, but maybe you didn't have them at your house.
Yeah, we had a single income home with he was a teacher, my dad was, so
Ah,
I learned about
see.
them at school in like middle school.
Oh, well, I tell you what, we have an anniversary coming up or Mother's Day.
You're gonna
If
get me
you-
an old computer.
Yeah, if you want a Commodore 64 or
Thank you.
something, I'll get that for you.
I could tell it did very basic draw and pinball or something. Yeah. Think so.
I think you're right. So, what is on your mind today, Sarah? I'm going to give you first crack at it.
Ooh.
What are you thinking about?
Why would you do that? Well, we just got done going to a marriage conference. That was really fun.
That's right. We found out we're incompatible, but we're just going to have to suck it up and do it anyways.
Yeah, we already committed to that. We're in it for the long haul.
Marriage is forever. What is it like? I think it's geese that mate for life, or sandhill cranes that mate for life, something like that.
Maybe both. There's
Yeah. Well, what are we? Are we cranes or are we geese?
let's be geese. That's
You want to be geese?
to travel, but
So we're like a migratory game bird.
They're beautiful. And I love, like, some of them went by the window a few days ago and they were yakking at each other as they went.
Yeah, they fly right over the house
They're
sometimes.
just talking about who knows what they're honking at each other about. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Well, and the sandhill cranes, they're all over the place here, except maybe 4 months, during the winter that
Mhm.
they're not here. But every year we have a pair of sandhill cranes that nest in our swamp right behind the house here.
They're lovely too.
Their call is very distinct. It's kind of obnoxious.
I'm going to share it with our listeners. I can't do it. I don't.
I can't do it.
I actually don't know the sound, so
I'll point it out to you next time. You see it.
okay.
But it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't the same two sandhill cranes that come and nest every single year.
That would be kind of
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that would. So we have,
Mhm.
there's so much to cover right now. I mean, there's like the war in the Mideast right now. We just attacked Iran, Israel, and the United States. The Ayatollah and 40 some of his leaders are no longer with us. Just all kinds of things like that happening. My concealed carry classes last year, they were just terrible. Hardly anyone took a class. This year, for whatever reason, I don't really know what the reason is, classes are going way up again, for
Amazing.
which, I'm grateful. I like to stay busy.
Yeah.
I did the Barry
You're
County.
succeeding in that, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Well, I did the Barry County Church Safety Conference last
Saturday.
weekend. That went pretty good. And for the last 3 weeks, I've been working for Trinity Security. That was quite the detail. I kind of like the detail, sitting in a parking lot, in my truck, just watching, waiting, keeping people safe. I kind of like doing that.
Yes, so you thought this job would be kind of relaxing, maybe, or at least
Well, it depends on the
relaxing.
detail. I mean, a
But this
lot.
job wasn't relaxing for you.
No, it wasn't
No.
because, someone had threatened to come in and kill everybody and had attacked someone. So, basically I had to stay very, very alert for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
you kind of brought your work home with you for that little bit there.
well, I did. I
Nervous.
did. But I still like it.
Yeah.
Gonna do it again.
All right, good.
All right. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today, the
Mhm.
the main thing
Okay.
that I want to talk about is an article that I ran across about the mayor of Grand Rapids.
That's close
That is close.
for
That's
us. I mean,
that's yeah, we're about a half hour south of Grand Rapids, and this article is in Ammo Land. It's a pretty pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment
mhm.
online news source.
Reputable?
Well, it is if you're a gun owner.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
I mean, the far left wouldn't say it's reputable, and
well,
neither
yeah.
the mayor of Grand Rapids
Would not say it was
wouldn't say
reputable.
it
Yeah.
was reputable at all. We're going to switch things up. I didn't tell you we were going to do this, but I like to throw my wife a curveball every once in a while
Uh,
because, well,
he says it like it's not normal.
well,
I just like, here, let's just see what she does with
I
this.
want to keep you guessing, honey. Keep you guessing, and I don't want you getting bored on the show here.
There's no boredom.
So,
No.
this is like
Scared, but not bored.
review and comment on the news. I'm going to read, and you are going to be the main commenter.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. No, no. Don't be afraid. It's okay. You're among friends. All right.
it's not fear.
I am getting the Death Star look again. This is from Ammoland. Mayor Legrand's epic fail. Defensive gun use data destroys the narrative. Just when you thought you'd heard it all, warning, reading the teachings of Grand Rapids Mayor David LeGrand, who just delivered the comedy gold of 2026 at his Mayor Monday Forum, may cause you to experience dizziness, confusion, and an uncontrollable urge to buy another gun just to spite this level of nonsense. Void of common sense, after a self-defense police shooting of yet another illegally armed felon, the mayor decides the crisis demands shaming lawful gun owners.
Wait. So a policeman shoots a guy who is
Illegally armed, yeah.
illegally
A
armed,
felon, a
and
criminal.
and we're going to not stand up for our police officers again. We're going to
That's
take it out on all lawful gun owners, period.
actually, Grand Rapids has been in the news uh, quite a bit lately. We just lost, Grand Rapids Police Department just lost their chief of police. And when he left, and he took a 25% pay cut just to get out of Grand Rapids. He moved to Pensacola, Florida, and he's the police chief there at a 25% pay cut. But he said basically he couldn't take it anymore because most of the Grand Rapids City Council was anti-police, and they stood up more for illegal aliens and criminals than they did the police department.
Wow. I'm sorry, but I didn't realize that was happening
Yeah, and that's like
right in our Grand Rapids. 'Cause
yeah, half hour away.
I would say I was at Grand Rapids.
But hey, in order for someone in the prime of their life to take a 25% pay cut,
I think they meant it.
yeah.
Also, it's possible that the cost of living in Florida is better than in Michigan.
Well, I'm not sure that it is because it's such a tourist state.
Hmm.
Regardless, though, I mean, he's a family man.
Well, she keeps raising the price of the taxes on the
Yeah.
gas, the gas tax. Anyways,
I have to admit, right around
Mhm.
December, January, February, the idea of moving to Florida has crossed my mind once or twice, but not because of this. It's the weather.
by once or twice, you mean once or twice per year?
Yes, yes, every year. All right, but
Mm.
here's what this mayor
Okay,
said.
yeah, keep going.
Mayor LeGrand stated, I think as a community, we need to start having some shaming around gun possession. LeGrand continued, I think if you've got a gun, you should be ashamed of yourself. I really do. He then blesses us with his profound insight that guns are for killing human beings and argues there is so much more harm than benefit, all while barely whispering Second Amendment like it's an embarrassing family secret.
Huh.
This,
Wow.
yeah, this is a slow ball that you can, hit into the bleachers.
Yeah, let's upset everybody.
Well, Sarah,
Hmm.
are you a gun owner?
I am a gun owner. In fact, I have multiple guns thanks to my
You should be
fabulous
ashamed of
husband.
yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, when somebody like that says I should be ashamed of myself, I don't worry about it too much.
Wear
Is
it
that
like a
bad?
badge of honor.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy who probably has paid guards around him who are armed.
Yeah. Well,
For you and
what
I,
can I
nope,
say?
shame on us,
We're
shame
not
on
allowed to.
us.
And guns are not only for, I mean, okay, killing people is one
Nope,
thing.
nope, they're only for killing human beings.
Mostly we use them here to kill deer.
You're right. That's mostly I've never killed a human being.
No,
I have a lot of guns.
you do. And you like to target shoot with them. Lots of targets have gotten destroyed. Man, it's a lot of
Oh,
targets.
well,
And
Sarah, you
deer, I mean,
carry a gun almost every day.
when I go out, which
Well, you go out almost every day.
I do. Oh.
When you walk the dog,
Oh.
you don't have to leave the property to carry a
Yeah,
gun.
yeah. That's true.
So you carry a gun almost every day. I carry a gun almost every day. And I feel so ashamed of myself. I just don't know what.
Do you really?
Oh,
You need therapy?
I need therapy.
I said,
I just got to talk about it because
what if there's a city tax on therapy in Grand Rapids? He can recoup.
I'm crying inside. I am crying
You're
inside.
crying inside because you own
Yes.
guns. You're gonna go buy more, aren't you? I can see it coming.
I hadn't thought of that, but now that you mention it,
Just,
folks, you heard that. My wife just suggested that I go out and buy another
I
gun.
didn't approve the idea. I just said that that's
You
what
know, I
I'm
have
going
it
to
picked
do.
out already. I have it picked out.
That took you
You
about
know,
10 seconds, honey.
well, one of our sponsors, Centershot Indoor Gun Range,
Mm.
right?
Hmm.
The Keltec PR-57. I have been salivating over that. And I didn't tell you this, but last time I was there like a week ago. They let me shoot it. It is an awesome gun. I know it's not for everybody, but it's an awesome gun.
Why is it awesome?
It's awesome. Well, it's totally different. It carries 20 rounds, but there's no magazine. You load it through the top, either with a clip or you can just manually load them in like that. Super lightweight. It's like 15 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
And oh
What's the
man,
recoil like then?
hardly any recoil. It's the recoil is a lot like your 22 Magnum that you have. So this is like recoil from God. It's really, really nice. It's good. It's gentle, it's compassionate, it's kind.
This is still a pistol we're talking about, right?
Yes, it's the pistol that we're talking about. So,
Well,
just
I'm glad you found one to dream about. That is important to have your dreams.
I'm going to
I
keep
think my car is next. I'm sorry.
I'm going to keep working on you.
I want wheels that I can drive.
I know you think you need a vehicle more than I need, my 54th gun or whatever. But
I know how we can get my car. I just figured it out.
what?
We can sell the extra ones. Then I can get my car and you can buy your fancy new dream gun.
Sell our extra what?
Well, 54 guns is more than
Honey,
you've got two hands. I mean, really, how
this
much
is a basic misunderstanding that you have. There is no such thing as extra guns.
We
Try
have
it.
to discuss that more later.
Yeah, try and wrap your head around it. It's the way it is. I mean, everybody knows that. Well, Mayor LeGrand,
Mayor LeGrand
he
know.
doesn't know that. If you should be ashamed, you've only got like 3 guns. If you should be ashamed, I should be like, on medication or something. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you should.
But
It's okay. I don't think we have to worry about his opinion too much.
yeah.
Obviously confused about the Second Amendment and what guns are about and all kinds of things.
But this is a really good article at Ammo Land. I will go ahead and I'm going to put the link when I post this recording here.
Okay.
Yeah, what does he say here? Oh, and then there's that pesky Constitution, the Supreme Court.
Does he say that? He actually.
No, 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 no.
Oh, I
This
was
is
gonna
what
say,
the
wow.
writer of the article.
Okay.
Who was the writer? Sean Maloney. I don't know that guy. Let me just read it here.
Okay.
But let's just play along with his little shame game for a second. If owning a gun is so shameful, Mr. Mayor, then explain why the good guy with a gun keeps showing up in the data as a major check on the very violence you're pretending to care about.
Yeah.
Defensive gun uses are not a fringe myth. They're a constant reality, and the numbers make Legrand's hot take look like a hallucination. Even the low-end estimates from government victimization surveys land around tens of thousands per year, while other credible work puts defensive uses far higher. Yeah, I've seen studies that go like 1 million to 2 million defensive gun uses per year by honest law-abiding citizens.
Wow, I did not know it was so high.
Yeah, yeah.
I had no idea.
Economist John Lott has spent decades digging into this, and his work points in exactly the opposite direction of the mayor's feelings. In More Guns, Less Crime and later analyses, Lott points to survey data indicating somewhere between roughly 760,000 and 3.6 million defensive uses per year, with most of them ending the moment a gun is shown, not fired. Most of the time, you don't even have to shoot. You just have to point the gun and they go, "Oh, I'm out of here." So
Which
that's
was nice to know.
these guys like this, they have become so bold in the past 10 years that here we are, and Michigan is it's not Texas, but it's not New York City either.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of guns. There's like almost 900,000 concealed pistol license holders in Michigan. I read an article the other day, a little over 10% of all adults that qualify for a concealed pistol license have a concealed pistol license.
Only 10%.
Yeah, only 10%.
Well, let's go after those other 90%.
Well, I'm all for that.
Probably not getting all of them because some of them I think are really afraid of guns.
Well,
I have some friends who are afraid of guns. Isn't that amazing?
yeah, I
they're-
know. I know.
But it's such a strong fear. Like, how do you
How do you do it? Well,
relax them
invite them
unnatural?
over, and then we'll let them shoot behind the house here.
I don't know.
We will get them one person at a time. Here's my experience. A lot of women are afraid of guns. It's like they have zero experience with them as far as shooting them, but then they just don't really know anything about it. But once you get them to actually shoot, they have fun and they're like a kid in a candy shop. I've experienced that so many times out on the gun range.
I wonder if they feel powerless and then all of a sudden they're like, wait, I can wield this power too. Kind of like when you first start driving, like, wait, I was just a little passenger. Now all of a sudden I can also wield this car.
Well, it's a stigma to them because it's like all they know is what they've seen in the mainstream media. But once you get that woman with a gun in her hand, once she realizes that it's not going to kill her, it becomes a tool instead of a deadly weapon that's demon possessed that's going to turn on her. So
I think she has experience with guns, but it's all like
negative.
inner city. The people
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that hold them are out for trouble, and so she doesn't think of them as a defensive tool
Yeah.
at all. She only thinks of it as in the hands of criminals.
Well,
And she does have experience with that. So, it's like if your only experience with cards was at the race car track, you wouldn't want anything to
well,
do with the
you
car
you have
either.
just described a lot of city dwellers. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically we have two Americas. We have America with a C and America with a K. America with the C, that's rural people. Rural citizens, we view guns differently than a lot of the city dwellers do.
We need them to run our lives, which might
Yep.
sound like a strange thing to say, but for one, there's the deer hunting, which
Yep.
is very important to our
There's
families.
the raccoons
But
that are
there's
killing
the
our
varmints,
chickens.
right? If
Yeah.
we want chickens, you got to have. I mean, yeah, a good fence. We could probably improve our fencing and, like, in that way, kind of avoid more trouble. But we do the best we can with the fences, and then you shoot off the rest. And
Yeah.
you're
Well-
shooting stuff every spring. You have to go through and clean out the predators every spring.
Basically, city dwellers, they have a different experience with guns than country people. Okay.
Yeah.
For us, it's a tool that we use in our everyday life. For them, their only
And there's
experience.
no malice in it at all. It's
No, no,
just a
no.
tool. It might be fun occasionally. Some people think it's
Yeah.
a big noise, makes a big bang.
Well, when I'm shooting a predator, a raccoon, a fox, or whatever, it's not fun. Okay.
Oh,
I don't enjoy killing.
I wasn't talking about that part. I was talking about target shooting with fun guns.
Oh, well,
I was
I
talking
understand that. Yeah, that's the fun part. Or trap shooting or something like that.
Which-
Blowing up some tannerite, that's fun too, all of that stuff. But for city dwellers, people, especially in the inner city, they have a different experience with guns. Basically, oh yeah, my cousin was shot last week, or, I stumbled into a drug deal and got shot in the leg or something like that. So for them, guns equal crime, therefore gun owners equal criminals.
They're not allowed to shoot. Even if you had a gun legally, you can't just shoot it in the city, right?
Right. So the only gun use they see is illegal gun
Illegal.
use.
Right. Out here, if you
It's
have
all-
a gun, you
yeah.
just don't shoot anybody with it. I mean, go find a berm, shoot into a
Well,
big base.
take Grand Rapids, where Mayor LeGrand is from. It's like, if you hear a gunshot in Grand Rapids, what do?
Mm.
You dial 911, you call the police.
Yeah.
You hear a gunshot out here, what do?
Go about your business.
Yeah, you go about your business because it's like, oh, okay, somebody just shot a raccoon, somebody's target practicing. I mean, we
It is not your business, and nobody got
that's-
hurt. And nobody got hurt.
exactly,
Maybe
exactly.
right.
Anyways, Mayor LeGrand, you have a lot to learn.
Visit your country, constituents.
Well, and then there's the Second Amendment, the Bill of Rights.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just ignore that.
I mean, don't shame me. Shame on you, Mayor LeGrand. Shame on you for trying to take away our Bill of Rights.
Do your history work. Do your study.
Exactly.
Due diligence.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll post that article so everyone can
Okay.
take a look at it. There's a lesson to be learned here. Even though West Michigan is fairly conservative,
Mhm.
there are these liberal strongholds, and they're almost always in the city.
Grand Rapids wasn't one, I think.
It
up
was
until
not.
Recently. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
recently.
slowly, steadily becoming more and more blue. Okay. But the lesson here is, folks, local politics is important, and you've got to police your own backyard. So if you want to send a message to Mayor LeGrand, go ahead and do that. Be polite, though.
Mhm.
Be polite. And when you tell him, shame on you, Mayor LeGrand. George Washington would slap you in the face if he heard you talking like that.
Can you imagine?
All right. Sarah, thank you for your commentary.
Oh,
I appreciate that very much.
thank you for the soft pitch there. Okay, folks, that about wraps it up for this week's show. We've had a great time and hope you have too. Please don't forget to thank our sponsors, Centershot Indoor Gun Range at centershotgunrange.com, shootingclasses.com to help you find the right trainer for your needs, and the United States Concealed Carry Association for all your defensive needs. Go to uscca.com.
All right, I've written 20 plus books, and they're all available on Amazon.com in paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This week, check out my book, Sunrise Reflections, Finding Hope in Hard Times. I think you'll like it. And also check out the Home Defense Show videos on rumble.com. And if you want training from me in person, then check out Midwest Tactical Training at shootingclasses.com. Please join us again next week for all your home defense needs. In the meantime, God bless and stay safe.
Thank you for joining us this week on the Home Defense Show. Now, get out there and protect the ones you love. We'll see you next week with more of the best.
Bye-bye, boys!
Have fun storming the castle!
Firearms training should be easy. Instructors can focus on teaching and not worry about all the complex paperwork and management behind the scenes. Just pull the trigger and let us do the administrative work. Welcome to shootingclasses.com.
At Centershot Gun Range, we are passionate about training. Don't know where to start? We offer a 1-hour new shooter seminar to introduce you to the world of firearms and help you find training opportunities specific to you. Concealed carry, home defense, firearm safety, AR-15, private one-on-one training, custom training, Or maybe you're on a security team looking to protect your church or business. We even offer weekday morning and evening classes. Center Shot Gun Range has you covered. Start your journey at centershotgunrange.com.
Firearms training should be easy. Instructors can focus on teaching and not worry about all the complex paperwork and management behind the scenes. Just pull the trigger and let us do the administrative work. Welcome to shootingclasses.com.
Attention business owners. Are you leaving your website open to security issues and hacking due to a lack of maintenance or overseas outsourcing? Don't let that happen to your business. Choose experienced U.S.-based website developers that can customize your website to fit your specific needs. Appletree MediaWorks has been growing businesses online since 2009. With over 80 years of combined experience, their team conducts constant research and development to keep up with ever-changing online threats. Your website deserves the best protection available. Call Appletree MediaWorks today at 877-977-1364 to keep your website secure and grow your business online. Or visit appletree.media.
Avoid danger, save lives, and keep your loved ones safe. If this sounds good to you, you sound good to me. And I'd like to help you do those things. Avoid danger, save lives, and keep your loved ones safe. If you're looking for more excitement in your life, we have nothing to offer you. But if you are a thoughtful, responsible, nonviolent man or woman, we'd love to teach you what to do if something crazy happens. More importantly, we'd like to teach you what not to do. We currently have over 500,000 members. They are doctors and single moms and firemen and grandmothers and veterans and Democrats and Republicans and members of every faith. But the one thing they all have in common is that they know exactly what to do if something crazy happens. When you're with one of our members, you are safe. Our members know how to de-escalate situations. They know how to calm things down. We are the United States Concealed Carry Association. See what we're all about at usconcealedcarry.com.
Discover the little-known backstory of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association at usconcealedcarry.com.